I was at church, and I remember I got up and then I went to the bathroom, and I realized that I was bleeding. And so and then I left church immediately, and then I walked home. But when I got there, I think I stayed for about 2 hours figuring out outside what am I gonna say to my mom.
And some of the guys said, who beat you? Who beat you? I said, beat me where? And then said, down there with you. I said, down where? And then say, in front of you. When I look at in front of me, wow, lots of blood. And then I didn't realize what was happening. I was crying. And then I didn't even want to go to home. And then I said, I'm having this blood because I knew my mother's going to beat me. And then going to say to me, who beat you? And then I knew that no one beat me. And then I didn't even know where this blood is coming from. So I didn't play almost the whole week.
I know what's gonna happen when I go to the offices at school. When I go there, it's gonna be awkward. If you have anything, like just one pad, I really need it. I didn't know what was happening there. The look already told me enough, and I still begged, because I really needed help. And she was like, no, it's happening. I was like, but ma'am, and I wanted to say I see them, but she knew I saw them. And then the way she was talking to me, and she literally told me to get out of the room. I went out of the room feeling, obviously when you're on your period, you're already sensitive, so I felt trashed.
Ndayifihla ile nto ke ibhlokwe leyo ndandinxibile. I was very scared about it because ndandiyazi uba ngaba umakazi wam uzothi ndilala namakhwenkwe. Yes.
I took out my pullover and I wear my pullover over my shirt, and then there's another jersey I took and I put it over, and I went to class.
It's a natural stage that sort of is in between being a girl and being a woman. But then that stage means you're going to start to bleed for 5 to 7 days, and basically just means that you can now produce children.
Our mothers, they're not talking about the menstruation. I think back in there to them, they feel like it's a shame.
There's no safe environment to talk about this is what I'm going through. So I think culture nalando yokuba ngaba noyili into kufuneke lena ifihliwe awukwazi ukuthetha ngayo public yabo. And ke ngoku a lot of girls feel ashamed to talk about these things because abazali bethu don't open a platform to have these conversations, and it's something that is bad.
So what inspires me every day to help a girl is the lack of education around menstruation in the rest of Africa. But secondly, just understanding that so many young girls in South Africa miss school every month because they don't have access to sanitary pads. That inspires me to want to continue to collect and distribute, but also want to continue to educate young girls about this.
Help a Girl, it is a non-profit organization that donate collected sanitary products. We educate and empower and inspire young girls as well as so that they believe in the power of their dreams.
Anyone else who shares university, I won't lie to you because sometimes
we help a girl ufundisile ukuba xa ufika kwi-periods yenza njani, uxelele umzali wakho uba ukwi-periods ungoyiki because nguye umuntu ozakwazi ukunceda.
Lisa girl, I want to hear your voice. Say it. Don't be shy.
I definitely believe there is a need for men to get educated around menstruation, and that is mainly because that's I personally think that's where the negative stigma of menstruation comes from. And so I think once men understand that the menstruation is just part of development of a young woman, and there's nothing wrong or negative about it, a lot of things will change.
You use them, and then once you're done, you can always wash them and hang them. itopic ye-menstruation i-right uba ibe educated and noba ingahlala isezikolweni so that namakhwenkwe nabantu abangootata bayazi uba xa kusenzeka into enje angabi nalaa nto uba oyika yokubiza umama kwameza okanye usiswa kwameza so that umntana akhe akwazi uncedakala.
So I think for us, because we believe in the power of education, so we want to that every young girl have access to these sanitary pads. So
I think the drive behind it is just equal access to education. So in order for a girl to be able to go to school, even when they're in their period, they need to have sanitary pads.
Ending period poverty.
Yeah.